Just seeing the rain coming off the top of the roof.
Years ago, I had a friend getting married and she ordered these really cute chocolate puzzles. Like it was chocolate.
Hi, Kath.
Puzzle with their name and that was the little pictures. And they had them delivered and got left them on the front porch. And they also. They all just like it. Hey, yeah.
Clever.
Oh, that's really nice. Like the cookie in there, it said like puzzles and petals.
Well, we had 12 at one time, now down to 11. So if everyone doesn't show up, you guys could spread out. I won't hold you to your mark, but it was just a suggestion for the start of the day. Hey, not too bad of a snowstorm yesterday, huh? Not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, that was noteworthy. Like I went to put recyclables in the morning. I'm like, but the birds are singing. They're really trying to have it happen. So I have faith. Hi, Gary. Good. How are you? Yep, I have faith. They're going to do it. Morning, Sherry. Dialing in. Just start in a minute or so. If you at home have like a strap, bathrobe tie.
Good morning. Yes, I have a strap.
Okay, great. Yeah, we're going to use those today.
Great.
All right. Good. Barbara's in the house. Good. Cool. How's the weekend so far? So far, crazy? Oh, it was quiet? Oh, he's done. Sports are done. Well, done with one. Yeah. I know. It's all over the place. Oh, local, good. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. It's kind of crazy when you think about the hours and days you spend on fields, and then, they grow up before your eyes and you wonder what you were doing, right? Because you're just running around. Yeah. Then you finally have to get your stuff together. Right. Oh, I know. At least now we have MapQuest. I know when I moved here and my son was playing like basketball, I'm trying to find all these like obscure places all in the woods, and he's in tears because we're running late. And I'm like, I'm trying. The coach just told me, go straight, take a right. That wasn't really true. All right. So just ground your sits bones here. Welcome to Sunday morning. Start to lift up. And exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Good morning, Bree. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Tuck your chin and just start to roll your neck side to side. Nice and slow. Half circles in the front of the body. Nice tightness in my neck. Maybe it's in yours. Maybe we make some music too there. I've got all this little crunching happening and adjusting. Hold that right ear to the shoulder and then place your hand just for a little extra weight and open up the space in that neck. Reach up and bring it to the other side. So you could try pressing that shoulder away. You can also use a straight arm with the palm down. You'll feel that in your forearm. Reach up. One more each side. Reach up and hold here. And bring your head back to neutral. So just take your feet where it's natural. I'm placing my hands on the knees and I'm rounding down. And then bringing that chest up and open and then start to circle around. Just get that movement that your body is telling you need. Curl in, come to flat back. Down and curl in. So just think of taking that S curve to the spine. And then hold here. Let that body come over the front, the knees. Maybe bring your arms forward, palms up. Use your breath to sink and settle a little further. Start to walk your hands to your right, keeping that head low towards the knee. Little twist on the side from the hip to the shoulder. Back to center, keeping that head low. Walk it over to your left. And back to center, chin in, roll up. So taking this right leg, we're going to cross it over. So sometimes I'll start with one leg straight and then one leg bent, and then start to move this knee in and away. You can lift it up to grab the outer part of that foot. Maybe place it here above the knee and just with that hand trying to open up. A little intense on that outer hip, yes? Just relax. Place that foot down and give it a nice squeeze in. It could either come off the ground or stay grounded. Hug it in, sit nice and tall. And then let it cross down and let your body come down, falling forward. Maybe you could reach to the either shins or the bottom of the foot, top of the toes. As you bring the toes towards the shin, you'll get that calf stretch, hamstring. And roll in and up and release, stacking your left over, starting here, bringing it in and away. Maybe lifting off that foot, side to side, in and out. That's where I tell you it doesn't have to be scripted. Cross it over and hold. Place that foot down, give it a nice hug in, lift up. Bring it down and let your body fall forward. Throw the chin in and up, and we're bringing our legs over to our all fours. Starting some cat cows here. Looking up, letting that back sway, tucking chin, letting it arch way up, pressing back. Bring it up. Can you take your knees wider, feet together, wide knees, child's pose, reach above the head, start to sink. Maybe your forehead will go down. Maybe you could stack one hand on top of the other and place your forehead right on top of the hands, palms down. Good, good. You could try tenting your fingers. So I'm lifting up my hands. I'm on all of my 5 fingers on each hand. So the elbows lift up. A little extra stretch here. Shift your hips forward, palms come flat, and come back up. We're going to release that right foot over to the side. Left hand is staying down and starting to thread this needle. So open that right side all the way, thread through, reach. So I'm getting that twist of that upper body, open and thread through. On this last one, open up, hold. Use the leverage of the floor, turn your chest so you're stacking shoulders as much as possible. Bring it through, top of the hand comes on the mat and go into your twist here and hold. So the hips are high, shoulders not quite down. Might be able to maneuver it down. And release, get that leg out, shake out this leg that was on the mat. Side to side, and we'll take your left leg to the side. Right hand will be down, open up, thread through. So when I thread, I also take the inner thighs and kind of press down. So you get a nice stretch in the inner thighs. Chest is working shoulders, inner thighs. The last one, reach up, hold, turn, stack, and then take the top of the hand on the mat, shoot it through, walk those hands, sink and settle good. We'll get off this knee in just a couple seconds. And release, bring it up, legs out, shake this knee out. And get ready for pressing your toes up to your down dog. So walk those toes in. Maybe the heels are lifted, so lift both heels as high as they can and then press them down. You might not be ready for both knees or both heels at the same time, so you can walk it. So press one knee, try to get that heel down on the opposite side and just keep walking the dog. If you can, hold both heels down, adjust those hands. So I walk the hands in a little bit more. Think about getting your ears in line with the biceps. Feel this all the way down the hamstrings. Walk your hands back to your feet. Stay low hanging. And just tip forward and back a little bit here. Sometimes your hands aren't quite down on the ground, so a couple things we do, we bend the knees, so we get closer to the floor, or keeping your hands on your shins, whatever works. Tip your hips side to side. And then let your hands hang and let your head just get some movement in the head in any way you can. Up and down, turn your head side to side, the yes, the no pattern. Slide your hands up your feet, ankles to shins, pull that head back to flat back. Core is engaged, sits bones shooting out. Bending the knees, arms down, breathe up and out. All right, we're going to do some work with the strap that you have conveniently located. The only thing I tell you is get a hold of this buckle. So sometimes I kind of just fold it under my one hand so it doesn't smack me in the head. Sometimes I do weird things. So start with your hands about shoulder width apart. So what we do with the strap is we just create some tension, pulling it out. So we're going to lift up and a little squeeze back and lower down. So I'm pulling the band apart, maybe a soft bend to the elbows, lift up. We're standing tall, squeeze back. Couple more here, lift up. And back down. On this last one, we're going to hold it up overhead and just pulse back. So pulse. You might have to adjust a little bit, squeeze back, squeeze back. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now pull this band apart, start to do a nice flat back. So pulling it apart, straight, straight, straight. Hold here, right in the middle. Bring your body down, let the arms come down and bring them right up the chest wall here. Lift it back up. We're back to standing. Tip forward. Pull that band apart. Let your head come down, hands come down to the floor, bend the knees and bring it back up. Pull apart. Engage the core. Lower down and lift up. One more here. Pull apart, lifting forward. And up. Hold it here. So now we're going to get a little bit closer. We're going to bring our hands down, running right up the chest wall like the letter V, the elbows go. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Now take this band on the back of your head. I've got this mic so I don't go. So we're not really pulling extreme here. We're tucking our chin in. We're just using the strap as a guide. So tuck the chin, bring the elbows forward, and then open up to the sky. Open that chest collarbones and squeeze down. Just don't pull to aggravate the neck. It's just here to help us. Squeeze it down. Firing up those arms to get nice and warm. And one more here. And in and down. We'll let our arms just hang. We got a little bit more arms with straps, so just let the gravity bring the blood back to the fingertips, rocking side to side. No tension on the shoulders. Very good. Stand back up. Again, we have that shoulder width apart, bringing the band Strap across, up over to the ceiling. We're leaning over to the right. Up to center, lean to the left. Feel that side body stretch. Up. Center. If you want to add a little bit of a bowler squat to the side, here's your center. Squat to the side. You get a little further. It's up to you. Hold it over on that right side. Bring it up to center. Hold it to the left side. And bring those arms down at chest level, excuse me, level, side to side. Just trying to give you a break on the shoulders. A little bit more overhead. So like the W, we're going to bring it a little wider now. We're pulling our elbows down to the side. The strap goes behind the head. Bring it back up. Make the letter W, pull, and lift. Two more. Now we're going to just concentrate on one side, arms up. We're going to make it. Here's 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, left side. Here we go. It's 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring those straps down. Shake it out. Roll those shoulders forward, roll them back. Forward, roll back. Now stand tall, press into the ground, really let the space of the shoulders drop, ears lift, hold here. Feel the lengthening. Bring that right arm right across the chest. We're gonna hug that shoulder, maybe to the elbow, maybe all the way to the wrist. Kind of tuck your chin to the center and roll your ear side to side. Try to loosen up the neck. Bring that arm above the head. Stretch it to that midline. I guide that elbow over to that imaginary line in the center of our body. And bring it back. Shake it out. Left side. Hold here. Maybe hold here. You sometimes can cradle it. Just start to move the neck and the head a little bit. Just subtle moves. Bring that elbow up. And release. Come to a nice wide stance. Your mat in between you. So start to shift maybe side to side, just a little bit, subtle moves. We're trying to get either our fists down here, if that works for you. Walk those feet wide, so either fists are down or palms are down. And then we're going to let our head come down. So bending the elbows towards the back, trying to get the crown of my head right on the floor or towards the floor. Nice. Get that blood flowing the other way. Straighten those arms, start to walk toe heel in. We're coming all the way, so our hands are lined up, or our feet are lined up right under our hips. And we're going to do our gorilla hands. So we take the palm of our hand up. I step all the way to the ankle with the toes. So now I have a deep bend to my knees, stepping on my hands. Let that head hang. And then wherever it works for you, start to lift the hips. You know, you might get those legs almost straight, maybe not so much. And then tuck your core, lift, open up the shoulders all the way in the back. Breathe. Release one hand, release the other hand. And we're going to come down and work on our wrists a little bit. So if it bothers your knees too much to be on your knees for wrists, we can always stand and use a chair, the bottom of the chair with the hands on, doing all of these in a standing position. So rock your hips forward and back. That'll open up the wrists. And then maybe hold forward a little bit. Get the stretch of the forearms. Side to side is next. Yeah, just shift side to side. Use your hips too. Stretch out the wrists, strengthen the wrists. Take your fingers, have them point out, and then do your side to side. You could maybe walk one hand out a little further, hold here. Next one, we take the fingers towards our knees. This is really extreme, so you're not going to really go too far. You're just going to tip your hips back just slightly, maybe an inch or an inch and a half. What? No, well, yeah, I mean, well, that's okay. We all have something, right? We all have some limitation. Just work with what your body can do. And now take the tops of your hands, fingers face us, and then sit back. Turn your elbows so they kind of turn the inside part of our arms forward. So I start here, my elbows are kind of flayed out to the side, then I turn them in. Don't break your wrists, please. And sit down. We'll get out of that on that note. Just let your legs go comfortable, take the clasp, and then roll. We can make wrists and ankles stronger, just we have to do it. We just have to do it. Delicate bones. Lots of bones, right? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you have a limitation. It's physical. You're only going to work with what you can work with. Palms out, tuck the chin in. Tip the air right and left. Last one, fingertips together and elbows up, press in and out, in. They call this spider in the mirror, which if I saw a spider doing this in my mirror, I would be running. Running and screaming. All right, bring it down. So we could use the strap for some of our forward folds. We'll take one leg at a time. Place that strap on the bottom of the foot. So you're just using this for leverage. I like to start with a straight bend forward. So we're keeping our back straight at this time. Not going to get too far. So you can place it, you know, right at the top here of your foot where your toes are inserted. So you'll feel this sinking. Don't let any hip lift up. The longer we hold things, the closer our body comes to the knee. It just takes time to release. Can't rush it. Tuck that chin, lift up. On this next one, just frame that foot. I'm going to start with a little bend to the knee and let my body bend forward now. So I'm trying to get the chest compressed onto that quadricep. Hold here, and then the longer you hold it, you start to kick that heel down. We're trying to go to straight leg. Or not. So rounding forward. Start to point your toe and flex. Go easy. You're going to feel that. Points and flexes. Tuck your chin. Roll up. Now we're going to take it to the other foot. Starting with that straight back first. So I start to bring my elbows down towards the floor. Try to get your chest lined up with the knee. Hold, sink, breathe. You feel yourself sinking closer, like a slow lower. Tuck chin in, roll it up, bend that knee, frame the foot, and this time you can round forward. So I start with that chest on the leg, hold here. Maybe you stay here. Yeah, start to kick it out. I'm off the mat, so I've got squishy noises on the floor. Roll that chin in and up. Bring both legs forward. And we'll do that in our nice staff pose. So sits bones in contact with the floor. You feel that on both sides of the hips. Straight first starts us out. Lean forward. Don't forget to breathe. Sometimes we hold our breath. And then roll in and up. Bend those knees. This time we round forward. Hold here. Try to squeeze your knees together. And when you want to start to kick out those feet to straight. Your head and chest follow. Roll in up, release the strap, sit tall. Bring your hands back. I'm gonna fold in my knees. I'm gonna reverse this by bringing the hips up. If it feels okay, you let your head drop back, hold, lift, lower down the hips. We're gonna go in and out of this a couple times. So I let my legs go to straight, pull hips forward, lift up, lower down. You can go at your own pace, only go as far as you feel it is good for your shoulders. Lower down. One more here. Lift up. Lower down. Yeah. Shake it out, shake it out. So now I'm sitting back. Weight is really on my sits bones, on my hips. My feet are off the floor. I'm just using my arms to support. Bring up the right, bring up the left. 45-degree angle, hold here. So where's your core? Maybe release, release, hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here and bring that chest back in. So use your arms, sitting as straight as possible. We're going to release the right, kick it down, lift up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, both feet in, knees in, sit straight again, release left, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here and lower down. Maybe grab the side of your foot on the right side, bring it up, kick it straight, open, and close. You can release that opposite arm if you'd like and just start to open and close that long straight leg. Hold here, lift up. Bring it in and switch. Left side. Open and close. It's funny, we do things in the gym and they're like, well, my arms aren't long enough. I'm like, well, actually, our legs and our arms are the same size. Yeah, if you measure from your hip to your ankle, from your shoulder to your wrist. Now Kathy's going to test it out. I love it. Hold here and release. And bring it in. Bring the soles of the feet together. Use those elbows, open up. I'm going to take this and I'm going to slowly lower down. So round your back, use your hands on your knees, and we're going to lower this down, lay on our back, tee out the arms, press the soles of the feet together, hold here. So tuck your heels in a little closer, grab your strap so it's close. Hang out, hold here. Maybe both hands are placed on the hips. I'm gonna make sure they could see me at home. Round those hips. I'm taking the strap. So first I'm going to bring my knees up, taking the strap right along the feet. And we're pulling this in with our arm strength, pressing the soles of the feet together, knees open. Yeah. Straps comes in handy. It gets us to that next place we'd like to go. And release. Let both legs go straight. Reach above the head, point the toes, get a nice elongation here. Breathe in. Exhale and let everything go. Point the toes, reach above the head again. Breathe all the way in, full lungs. Exhale, go limp. One more time, point the toes, reach, inhale. Exhale. Couple twists coming up. So bring your right knee into the chest, clasp right on the shins, just hold it here. Your left leg will be long. You'll take your left arm on the outside of that calf and let it twist over the body. Knee is bent. So maybe this opposite shoulder is lifted. Try to adjust so your shoulders seat on the ground, and then take your gaze, look away. Nice and deep in the hip here. Let your arm come over, same side as that knee, slide it down, that knee, quadricep stretch, top leg, hold here. If you need the strap, you could use it here. Feel what it feels like when the knee is just slightly in front and then slightly behind. Stay side lying, stack both legs 45 degrees and just open up this top leg as high as it'll go. Just open up, bent leg and down. Open and close. We're on the side, Gary, sorry. I know it's hard when you look away. Oh, I see. You got to give it relief. Yep, I got it. Okay. Yeah, those round pillows on the couches, they work. If you ever need them, grab them. Yeah. All right, bring yourself in, roll back to your back. Let those legs go long again. You have to work on your left leg, knee in, clasp, squeeze it in nice and tight and high. And then let that knee come over to the right this time. Twist here. Settle. If you can, turn those shoulders. If you need to just side lie, do that. And look away if it works. Bring the arm over, right down that top leg, past the knee to the ankle. We're going to quadricep stretch top leg. Heel into the buttocks. Maybe the knee comes forward, maybe it comes back. Still staying side lying, stack those knees 45 degrees, open up that top leg as much as possible and lower. Open and close. 2 more here. And come back to your back and let your body just sweep side to side. Low back massage. Let one leg go long, one leg bent, rock ourselves back to seated. Come to a comfortable spot. We'll end with our breaths and twists. Walk in where it feels good to you, whatever way. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, wrap. Exhale, twist. To the front, inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, twist. We're going to do one more each side. To the front, inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale. Wrap. And twist. And there you have it. Happy Sunday. Warm and sunny today. 50. Anyway. I know, that's true. A lot of maple Sundays happening. Yeah. Fun, fun, fun. You went to 4 different ones? Wow. Yeah, it is fun. Thank you so much at home. Hope that worked for you. Thanks, Barbara.
Thank you, Judy.
Have a nice Sunday.
You too.
Okay, thanks. Thanks,
Thanks,
Sherry.
Judy. Thank you.
Take care.